Hello, welcome to my channel. Before I do anything, I must give praises to the Most High, because without Him, I wouldn't exist. Without the Creator, the world wouldn't exist. And like in my other video, without the Creator, there wouldn't be no animals, because animals was here first before humans. And the most important thing, as my native brothers say in the Midwest, many machone, mean water is life. Without water, you can't do nothing. Now, my topic today is about an Indian named Leonard Peltier. He been locked up, I think now 47 years for something he didn't do, and all the president we had wouldn't give him apartheid. Obama, who else? Clinton, I think it was Bush, Trump, and but I know people don't like Trump, so they're gonna make him look bad anyway. None of them helped him, and they railroaded him because he was an activist and for his people, and he was framed for murder, and they don't know who shot what's this Indian name. He was 21 years old, named Joe Stubbs. Yep, STAMPS. They kept saying they don't know who shot him, but we all know. I have a pretty good idea. The FBI shot him because they was dirty back there. Some of the FBI agents, they just got mad because the Indians won their case, and so they had to make an example out of Leonard Peltier, and he got two and life sentence, consecutive life sentence, for something he didn't even do. I saw this case because I'm 65. I think Leonard Peltier is 78. 'Cause I was in high school. This was back in 75. I think I was about 16 years old when this happened. And on the jury, they even had a prejudiced person, a lady that didn't like Indians, so she gonna do what she do to keep him staying in jail. And the evidence, they locked his man with circumstantial evidence. No, he didn't do this crime. They even got other natives to lie on him, but I understand they threatened their family and they threatened to kill everybody because it was one Indian lady. I can't remember her name, but I saw her on television about 10 years ago. She said back then that was the 70s, so you couldn't really talk, but now she can speak out because this. I saw her about back in 2012 or 13, and she said they came to the house and said, uh, "You have to lie for us. If not," she said they told her they would put her children hand in a wood chipper. That's the thing you see when they cut down a tree. They put it in there and grind the wood up. So that's a terrible thing. And they had these other ones, like you say, house nigga. They was house apples, that worked with them and they knew what was going on, but they didn't care either. And they appealed it. A new lawyer took over his trial back in 2019, trying to give him a pardon. And Clinton couldn't do it. Obama didn't do it, and stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe they could have threatened the presidents too, and stuff like that. But and the new lawyer is an appeal attorney. His name is, I can't see too quick with my eyes. It's messed up. William. His name is spelled Kunstle. That's the appeal attorney. And Jack Ryan was a former FBI agent. At that time, he even said that Leonard Peltier is innocent. That's a bad thing, and to do that to somebody, and everybody else in this country um is reaping the benefits. That's why I got my war paint on, because I'm at war with the government and the way Indians are treated. Indians are treated worse than any human of being that walks on this planet. And I'm not trying to say that nobody else got justice, but Indians got it bad. The land got taken from them, and the same government that did that is the same. May not be the same people. Could be some of their descendants working in this bureau right now. That's why I told people stop believing in this stuff. The Constitution ain't right, and these dumb auditors always think they following the law when the law was made up. It's like I'm just mad about this situation about this man that been locked up that long. I wish I can go and they moved him about different uh, federal prisons. I think now he's in Florida. He was in I forget the city. And they know there's gonna be pressure against him. I think the whole jury was could have been white. That's why they got and they a lot of stuff they wouldn't allow in the court and stuff like that. Even if they had us put that in the court, they probably wouldn't have let that go. Oh, that's some scam people. But I hope he gets out because it's a shame he don't spend practically his whole most of his life in that prison. I don't. I got to do a lot of research on him some more. I like Leonard Peltier the way he speaks. They trying to break his spirit, even though it's prison time. They can't break his spirit. And another thing, he's a fantastic artist. He draws some beautiful pictures. I was looking at today and stuff like that. I even had his book, a book on him. Somebody gave it to me, but I never got a chance to read it. Because we moved, people broke in the house and stole the book. But I get all this stuff back. But he was framed and they know he was framed, and they couldn't get no pardon for him because they don't care. Anything got to do with an Indian, no matter where he's from in the United States, he get the short end of the stick all the time and stuff like that. I have family. My mother came from a reservation, but I was born here. But I've been on a reservation when I was a little boy, and my mother used to they treat natives very very bad, and everybody in this whole blatant country at one time they didn't like indigenous people, but everybody trying to be one. That's not right. Stick to your own culture. And they send a lot of Indians to boarding school, and stuff like that. Trying to change them, cutting their hair. 'Cause you don't supposed to cut your hair because your hair is your glory. In the Bible, it says you don't supposed to cut your hair, but people do it anyway. That's why I'm proud of indigenous people, and I'm proud to be one because my son hair was cut in Massachusetts. My other son, he's in a special needs adult school. Didn't even consult me. They just cut his hair off. He had long hair, and I might throw a suit against them, but that's something else. But I'm more focused on right now. Leonard Peltier, I'm gonna say a prayer for you and your family. But this is a great unjust unto this man for nothing. Just 'cause they got mad, 'cause and framed him and stuff like that. And people said that a lot of people know him. Don't said he didn't do that. I know he didn't do that. I can feel it in my bones. My mother even said that. For my mother passed away in 2013. My mother was Shoshone Indian. My mother spoke her native tongue well, and my mother even said she know that he didn't do that and stuff like that. Cause I know the FBI like to hassle Indians. Cause I've been hassled. Like I said, mother, when I went to Foxwood, I got hassled by the undercover cop. Probably like all Indians smoke weed and sell weed. And one for my employee, Lance Gums, um, Shinnecock Indian in Southampton. They probably would have locked me up. He was at the right place at the right time. I would have been sitting in a jail in Connecticut. I wasn't living in Connecticut then. I was living in New York. And I don't know, they have some kind of hatred for natives and stuff like that. Um, but I hope he get out and have a life that was taken from him before he deceased. That's what they trying to do. They want to break his spirit, but he has a strong willpower, and people don't like when you have a strong willpower. They can't break you. And the guy said he's very charming. For all them years, I think now he's been in there for 47 years and stuff like that. And it's not right, but I seen them give other people a pardon and stuff like that that really did murders and they got off with it. So a lot of stuff people don't know about. It's like a girl said, I didn't realize, yeah, they even they're causing Indians to drink. It's like African Americans, they put a liquor store in all their neighborhoods. You go to a white community, you don't see that many liquor stores. They put them in, but when the white people want to buy liquor, they come down to the black community. That's what they do. Try to keep y'all drunk every first month. The people get their social security check. Half will go around that liquor, and the liquor store like to see y'all coming. That's why Indians call liquor fire water. It'll make you unstable, bring the monster out in you because it's a bad spiritual drink. Indians call it fire water, and some uh, Indians call people. When you get around certain people, they got bad medicine with them. It's like saying it's like a dog. He can sense somebody that's evil, and a cat too. A cat is here to protect you from bad spirits and stuff like that. But I'm praying. I pray. I've been praying for him, for Leonard, ever since the '70s when I was in high school back in '76 when I lived in Brooklyn. But God gonna handle people that do bad things to other people. That's why when people do a crime, a real criminal, he can cover his track for 40 years. One day he gonna get caught. Only reason they doing this to Leonard because he's a, because what he is and stuff like that. So that's why I tell people Constitution ain't for people of color. You may think it's for you, but it's not. Look what's happening to Leonard. I feel so bad for him. Um, Cops tried to lock me up back in 83. Somebody didn't like us. We lived in that part of Brooklyn where Jay Z come from, and this guy got mad, African American guy. He got mad because at that time it was very cheap. He put an engine in my car, and he said 250. Then when he told me, then I came back. He said, "Wait a minute." I said 350. So I gave you 250. That's what I'm doing. So we know he did it. He went and told the police that I had guns in my car. So the housing cops came, the regular city cops. Housing cops don't supposed to get it nothing like they patrol the project. They was project cops, housing cops, and they in Brooklyn they drove a purple and orange car. The city police, their cars was blue and white. They really was crossing their jurisdiction, and all of them had me surrounded. And he said, "Let me see your car key." Then they asked me what it was for, and he snatched my keys out of my hand, opened my trunk, and my mother came downstairs. Mother, get off my son. And my mother said, my son didn't do anything. So the sergeant came. It was a white sergeant. I'll never forget. He was very friendly. He told all of them to pull out, and he said, "Y'all shouldn't do procedures like this." But he was a sergeant, so that's the same thing was happening to Leonard Peltier. Just because they can't break his spirit, so they try to make him stay in there. So God always have place in his society for good people. I know he's a good person, but that's damn shame. I get railroaded rat now, excuse me. I got that acid reflex. So I'm gonna do another video about Leonard Peltier, part two, and I'm gonna have more content. I just want to put that in there, my perspective and my truth, which I know this man didn't do any of that stuff they said he did. He got convicted on circumstantial evidence, and their evidence they didn't even let the stuff come into court because they know they'd have found him guilty, not guilty back then. That's why they wouldn't let them come to court. And this prosecutor, a little bald-headed bastard, I seen how he kept talking about Leonard Peltier to my, he did it. I gotta get his name too when I do my second story. So that's it for now. I want everybody to share and like and comment if you like this video. and subscribe to my channel. And I wish that y'all would that look at my videos that would look up Leonard Peltier. He's a Lakota Indian. He's from South Dakota and stuff like that. And they moved him. Last time I heard, I think he's in Florida prison. He been there for years for something he didn't do. But some cops, you got bad, good cops. But you know, cops today, a lot of them is corrupt. So once again, Manny Machone, Water's Life, Donadai Wado. That means take care and have a blessed day. Yawish, thank you. Hone mean goodbye. I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you for listening.